What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've got a Chicago Bulls and Detroit Pistons game reaction in which the Chicago Bulls once again disappoint on the defensive end. And you know what? There's kind of one thing I really want to dissect about the Chicago Bulls, and in my opinion is the biggest key to the loss. And it's the fact that we cannot play a full-fledged four-quarter game of basketball. Normally when we do that, we win the game. It's actually quite fun when we win games. I know that's something that's a foreign concept to the Bulls recently. But whatever the case may be, this was just another one of those situations where the Bulls just failed in the quarter, and therefore they kind of got embarrassed the rest of the way. I want to talk about it in this one, but before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls, their game today, and your player of the game, as we lose this one 127 to 119. Now, offensively, I don't necessarily have too much to say about the Chicago Bulls, but I'll tell you what, taking a deeper dive into the team stats here, the fact that the Bulls shot 52 threes in this one and made 19 of them at 36.5% is a bit iffy to me compared to the fact that Detroit took 30 threes, only made 10 of them, but absolutely crushed us, almost doubled us with points in the paint. So it's very clear what Detroit's go-to was in this game. And the Bulls, with their lack of rim protection, lack of size, we came into this one with a very small lineup, and they made us pay. You know what? I got to give credit where it's due to the Detroit Pistons. They're a team that has taken the big leap, compared to us at least. They're a better team than us. They have a better record than us. Overall, they're just better. It's taken them a while to get there, but they are better than the Chicago Bulls. And for a team that's in the same conference as us, same division as us, to lose this one in that way kind of hurts. But how are we allowing teams to get 80 points in the paint? How are we allowing teams to get 80 points in the paint is beyond me. And that is the key to the loss. But I mentioned it before. One quarter is all it took for the Bulls to wash this one away. What quarter was it? It was the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. The Bulls scored 19 points to the Detroit Pistons 34. Outside of that quarter, the Bulls stuck tooth and nail with Detroit. They were in there the entire way. But that second quarter ruined everything. We won the first quarter. We won the third quarter. Heck, we even won the fourth quarter. The second quarter let us down, and this has been an ongoing theme for the Chicago Bulls. There's always that one quarter that you look at and say, that quarter destroyed us. Against Boston, we lost every quarter of that game, but at least we were close. And then it was the second quarter where they scored 40 points to our 19 or whatever it was, and it looked like they crushed us from there. And it's kind of the exact way with this Detroit Pistons side. We won 3 out of the 4 quarters, yet we lose the game. Why do the Bulls crumble in a quarter? Why do the Bulls just mentally drop in a quarter? These are the things that need to be learnt. These are things that you need to learn to build yourself out of. It's not just going to happen like that. This team clearly has a mentality issue, and it has a lack of awareness issue, in my opinion. Because you have to be aware that a problem like this is ongoing. There's no way that these players don't know that they have one miserable quarter each and every single game that allows us to lose. They're surely aware of that. Billy Donovan, I don't care how bad of a coach you may think he is, he's surely explaining to these players exactly that situation that's going on. They must know. And from there, the Bulls need to find a way to rectify it. And the fact that they haven't yet, in my opinion, signals that mentality issue. I can't stand by and just say, you know what, it's the defense. You know what, it's the offense. When in one certain quarter every game, it's probably both. You're experiencing both offensive and defensive liabilities in one of those quarters, and that hurts the Bulls. Yeah, of course our defense isn't good. You know what, some nights our offense isn't good. But in the second quarter, both of them weren't good. So, yeah, it's embarrassing to kind of watch that in that retrospect. And outside of that quarter, I don't have much complaints. That's the saddest thing. But that quarter really pissed me off. And again, losing to the Pistons is probably not the nicest feeling you'll ever see, but it's also something that you'd have to come to expect, considering how good Detroit has been this season and how mediocre we have been this season. With that being said, I do like the contribution from our starters. Our starters definitely really helped us in this game. Io had 14 points and 5 assists. Lonzo Ball with 13 points and 2 assists in 28 minutes. I'm liking the slight increase in minutes each and every single game for Lonzo. So again, there could be potential for more to come in the future for him. Vucevic with a triple-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds and 10 assists. Can't complain with his offensive performance. Josh Giddey had 20 points and 11 rebounds. Nice from him. And then Kobe White with 22 points, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. That is pretty impressive. I liked Bazelis's and Patrick Williams' game. Outside of that, guys didn't really even get any minutes. We played a very small rotation here. Javon Carter had 12 minutes and scored 5 points. Not the end of the world there. Julian Phillips played 8 minutes, 0 points. Dalen Terry, 8 minutes, 2 points. So again, those two guys that made big contributions in a massive bench performance against the Toronto Raptors, those two guys probably let us down the most there. But again, 8 minutes is not enough to make the biggest impact in the world. And trust me, they're not the only thing. Defensively, we were a walking shame. We literally are a walking shame. It is a damn shame how bad we are defensively, because I look at Detroit stats. Cade Cunningham, 22 points and 15 assists. Absolutely dissected us apart here. Guys like Beasley with 19 and Thompson with 12, and Tobias Harris with 16. I almost forgot Tobias Harris played for them, but he's playing really well for them. Durant with 21 points. You know, the list goes on. They had a big contribution from a lot of guys there as well. It is really, really a shame how defensively poor we are, but also how strong our mental lapses can be. It is really, really bad. So, that's all I really got to say in terms of the game, to be honest. My player of the game, if you're going to get a triple-double, 9 times out of 10, you're getting my player of the game. So Nikola Vucevic is my player of the game for this one. But it's absolutely embarrassing, this type of performance. But with that being said, I think it's very clear that that is not the topic of discussion for today. I think 99% of people have forgotten about this game based on what took place afterwards. Firstly, I want to congratulate the Dallas Mavericks for being the biggest meme in NBA history. But not far behind them is the Chicago Bulls. What am I talking about? You're going to have to stay tuned for the next video. It's a big one, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you for watching this specific video. Again, it's a game reaction, but it's a game reaction many people could not care less about. I personally could not care less about this game reaction after the significant news that happened afterwards. With that being said, feel free to like, follow, and or subscribe if you are new. We will make a second video today, maybe in a couple of hours after you see this one, at least on YouTube, that will be the case. So stay tuned for that, and let's discuss, I guess, the meme that is the Chicago Bulls right now. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.